captured by the unknown. The desert night was calm, the stars stretching endlessly over the horizon. Hulk stood alone among the broken remains of an enemy machine he had smashed hours earlier. The battle against Earth's intruders seemed over. His fists dripped with sweat and dust, his chest rising and falling like thunder rolling through the ground. For once, silence surrounded him. But the silence did not last. Above the still night sky, a ripple of green light spread like liquid fire, and from it emerged colossal ships, sleek and alien, moving with predatory grace. Hulk growled, his instincts instantly alert. He had fought armies, gods, even monsters beyond imagination, but these ships did not come to fight directly. They came to capture. Without warning, beams of shimmering energy lanced down, wrapping around Hulk's body like chains of light. He roared, smashing his fists into the ground, shaking the desert with shockwaves. The energy chains tightened, pulling him upward. Hulk ripped one apart, but for every chain he broke, two more coiled around his arms and legs. His rage burned hotter, yet the beams seemed to drink his strength, converting his fury into power for themselves. "Puny traps can't hold Hulk," he bellowed, thrashing, eyes blazing green. The alien commander, hidden in the hovering flagship, watched calmly through a crystal display. "Begin Phase 1, he ordered in a cold, mechanical tone. "Do not kill the beast. We need him alive." Hulk tore free again, leaping into the air with terrifying force, smashing onto the side of one ship. Metal crumpled, alarms shrieked. He ripped a wing away and hurled it into the night. For a brief moment, he looked unstoppable, the embodiment of Earth's wrath. Then the aliens adapted. From the largest ship descended a pulsating orb of energy, humming with frequencies never heard on Earth. Hulk paused mid-roar, his head twisting in confusion. The orb's glow shifted from green to violet, vibrating with strange psychic pulses. Hulk staggered, clutching his skull. Images flashed in his mind, not his own memories, but projections forced upon him. He saw himself rampaging through cities, tearing innocents apart, destroying the very planet he protected. He saw people screaming, pointing at him as a monster, not a hero. His breath grew heavy, his fury colliding with fear. The aliens had found his weakness, not a weapon of steel, but of mind. As Hulk's confusion deepened, mechanical restraints slammed onto his limbs, heavy and glowing with cosmic symbols. He roared again, trying to fight, but the chains absorbed every ounce of his strength, feeding it back into the alien machinery. He was not just captured, he was being drained. With a final desperate struggle, Hulk's knees crashed into the desert floor, carving a crater beneath him. The orb pulsed once more, and his body went limp, still breathing but subdued. The flagship opened its massive underbelly, lowering a shimmering platform. Slowly, with terrifying precision, the unconscious Hulk was lifted into the alien ship, disappearing into its metallic jaws. The desert returned to silence, but the ground still trembled where he had fallen. Far away, above the Earth's atmosphere, Superman hovered in orbit, scanning the planet below with troubled eyes. He had sensed something, an unusual spike of energy, something not of Earth. His super hearing caught faint echoes of Hulk's final roar carried through the air, a cry of rage that ended too suddenly. Clark's eyes narrowed, glowing faintly red as he focused. "Hulk," he whispered to himself, the concern in his voice unmistakable. He shot forward at near-light speed, but by the time he reached the desert, it was too late. Only scars in the earth remained, craters, burned sand, fragments of alien steel. No sign of Hulk, no sign of the ships. Kneeling, Superman touched the ground, analyzing the radiation patterns with his heightened senses. He recognized traces of a technology far beyond Earth, fueled by something disturbingly familiar, energy similar to kryptonite, but colder, more refined. "They didn't just take him," Superman muttered. "They're weaponizing him." He stood tall, cape flowing in the desert wind, determination burning in his eyes. Somewhere beyond Earth stars, Hulk was alive, but no longer safe. And Superman knew one thing: if the aliens could twist Hulk's power against humanity, against the world, the cost would be catastrophic. He clenched his fists, glaring into the heavens where the stars had swallowed the invaders. "Hold on, big guy," he said softly. "I'll find you." The hunt had begun. Rise of the Cosmic Hulk. The alien laboratory was a cathedral of steel and shadow, a place where science and cruelty merged into one. Vast chambers pulsed with glowing green conduits that carried cosmic energy into the heart of the facility. Suspended in the center was Hulk, chained by restraints carved with alien runes, each humming with a frequency designed to feed off his rage. Hulk stayed, his eyelids fluttering. The restraints tightened. Subject has extraordinary regenerative capacity, an alien scientist reported, his insectoid voice echoing in the chamber. Begin fusion sequence. A massive device descended from the ceiling, shaped like a crystalline crown. It lowered onto Hulk's head, its spikes piercing his skin, feeding energy into his brain. He roared, the sound shaking the walls. The roar turned into a scream as violet light surged through his body. His veins lit up like rivers of fire. His muscles swelled, his skin flickering between emerald and cosmic blue. His eyes snapped open, glowing with unnatural light. The Hulk was gone. The cosmic Hulk was born. Earth trembled. When the alien fleet returned, they did not come quietly. From the skies above Metropolis, glowing green fireballs rained down, striking buildings, tearing holes in the streets. Crowds fled in panic as alien soldiers poured from dropships, weapons humming with deadly resonance. And then, as the dust cleared, their weapons stepped forward. The people stared in horror. Hulk, only not the Hulk they knew. His skin shimmered like molten emerald, etched with glowing cosmic lines. His roar cracked windows, his footsteps crushed the pavement. When he slammed his fist into the ground, a shockwave erupted, tossing cars into the air like toys. By IAO, Superman whispered, descending from the skies. He landed in front of Hulk, cape flowing, eyes fixed on his friend. Bruce, Clark said carefully, using Hulk's human name. Listen to me. You don't want to do this. Fight it. But Hulk didn't hear him. His head jerked upward, eyes glowing violet. His voice was twisted, mechanical, laid with alien control. Hulk, destroy. Then he charged. The impact was like a meteor strike. Superman was hurled through 3 buildings before he steadied himself mid-air, coughing dust from his lungs. He looked up just in time to see Hulk leaping again, his fist glowing with cosmic energy. Clark blocked the punch, but the force drove him deep into the ground, carving a crater beneath the city streets. Pain lanced through his arms. Hulk was stronger, far stronger than before. Aliens have made you into a weapon, Superman gritted, pushing back, eyes flaring red. I can't let them use you. Heat vision erupted from his eyes, twin beams of blazing fire striking Hulk's chest. But instead of burning, Hulk absorbed it, his veins glowing brighter, feeding on the solar energy. He grinned, a twisted parody of triumph, before hurling Superman skyward with a thunderous uppercut. The city became a war zone. Everywhere Superman went, Hulk followed, smashing skyscrapers, ripping the earth apart. Each blow was more powerful than the last, fueled by both rage and alien science. Citizens screamed below, their hope wavering. From above, the alien commander watched, his crystalline crown glowing. Through it, he puppeted Hulk's fury, steering him like a weapon. Earth will fall by its own champion, he sneered, and the other will break trying to stop him. Superman, battered but unbroken, rose again into the sky. His cape was torn, his lip blooded, but his spirit burned hotter than ever. Then I'll save them both, Earth and Hulk. He streaked downward at supersonic speed, colliding with Hulk in midair. The 2 titans clashed with the fury of gods. Windows shattered for miles. The ground split like glass. The battle raged into the night. Superman threw Hulk into the river, the water exploding into steam as cosmic Hulk erupted back out, glowing brighter than before. Hulk seized Superman by the cape, slamming him into the concrete again and again, each impact quaking the skyline. But even in the chaos, Clark's words reached through. You're not their monster, Hulk. Superman gasped, gripping Hulk's wrists. You're stronger than this, stronger than them. For just a flicker of a second, Hulk's eyes dimmed. A memory, laughing children, friends, Earth itself, struggled to break through the alien fog. His grip loosened. His roar faltered. The alien commander snarled, intensifying the crown's glow. Hulk howled, clutching his head as the psychic leash pulled him back under control. He roared louder than ever, energy surging, throwing Superman across the skyline. Clark crashed into a skyscraper, catching himself before it crumbled. His chest heaved. He was running out of time, out of options. But he refused to give up. Hovering above the burning city, Superman steadied his breath, eyes fixed on Hulk. "If I can't stop you with force," he whispered, "I'll reach you with hope." Below, Hulk rampaged, tearing through alien soldiers and Earth's defenses alike. Yet inside his heart, a storm raged. Alien commands pushed him to destroy, but buried beneath was a voice, his own, faint and desperate. It whispered of freedom, of life, of the people who still believed in him. Superman landed again, battered but resolute. He spread his arms wide, offering no defense. "Then take me, Hulk. If you're going to destroy Earth, start with me." The Green Titan froze, cosmic energy crackling over his fists. He loomed above Superman, trembling, torn between fury and memory. His roar echoed through the burning city, then broke into a pained scream. The alien crown flickered. Superman's eyes widened. He saw it, the weakness. Hulk wasn't gone. He was still fighting. And Superman knew the final battle wasn't Hulk versus Earth anymore. It was Hulk versus the aliens who controlled him. The war for Hulk's soul had begun. Redemption or ruin. The alien world shook as if it were alive. Towers of obsidian crystal groaned and cracked under the weight of energy unleashed by the cosmic Hulk. Each thunderous step he took sent tremors through the ground, splitting the surface into rivers of molten fire. Above, storm clouds swirled with unnatural colors, violet lightning, emerald fire, streaks of silver, manifestations of the raw cosmic power now coursing through Hulk's veins. Once a friend, once a hero, now he was the perfect weapon. His body glowed with alien circuitry embedded deep within his skin. His eyes burned like twin suns of rage, no longer human, no longer even himself. Superman hovered in the ruined sky, cape snapping violently in the storm winds. He had seen many enemies in his life, but this was different. This was Bruce, someone he had fought beside, someone who had saved lives, someone who had believed in him. Now, twisted by alien science, Hulk was the greatest threat Earth had ever faced. And Superman had only two choices: save him, or stop him. The first clash. The cosmic Hulk's roar split the heavens. With a single leap, he rose like a missile toward Superman, his colossal fist trailing a comet tail of green fire. Superman braced himself, arms crossed, and the impact sent shockwaves across the continent. Alien warships circling above were torn apart by the blast, ripped in half by forces even their shields could not withstand. "Bruce!" Superman shouted through the chaos, his voice cracking with desperation. "This isn't you. Fight it, fight them." But Hulk's answer was another roar, another blow. Each strike carried the weight of worlds. Superman countered, parrying and dodging, his speed the only thing keeping him alive. Yet every punch landed shattered mountains, collapsed cities, and shook the planet beneath them. The aliens watched from their command ship, their leader sneering in triumph. Let them destroy each other, he thought. Either way, Earth will kneel. A battle of titans. The fight raged across landscapes. From the burning skies they fell into alien forests, tearing down colossal trees like blades of grass. Then into crystal canyons where their blows cracked ancient stone that had stood for millennia. Superman tried everything: freeze breath, heat vision, full force punches. But the alien enhancements made Hulk stronger, faster, and seemingly unstoppable. Every strike Superman landed healed instantly as cosmic energy surged through Hulk's veins. Every plea fell on deaf ears, drowned by the alien programming screaming in Hulk's mind. For the first time in years, Superman felt fair. A ray of humanity. Pinned beneath Hulk's grip, Superman's vision blurred as pressure crushed against his chest. Green fire burned against his skin, each second weakening him further. Kryptonite energy laced through Hulk's attacks, eating at his strength like poison. "Is this really what you want?" Superman gasped. "Bruce, your anger has always been your prison. But you're more than that. You're a hero." For a fraction of a heartbeat, something flickered in Hulk's glowing eyes. A memory, a shadow of himself, the faintest echo of humanity. His grip loosened, only for the alien implants to surge, forcing him into greater fury. He screamed, slamming Superman into the earth so hard that mountains toppled. The ground cracked like glass. Lava geysers erupted. The world was on the brink of annihilation. The turning point. Superman lay battered, cape torn, body broken. But his spirit refused to surrender. With his last reserves of strength, He stood, his voice rising above the storm. Bruce Banner, you are not their weapon. You are not their monster. You are my friend. And you are Earth's protector. The words cut through Hulk's rage like lightning through night. His body shuddered, torn between alien control and buried humanity. Images flashed in his mind. Children he saved, friends who stood beside him, sacrifices he made. His heart pounded against the alien circuitry, cracking it from within. No, Hulk growled. His voice was still monstrous, but it was his own. Not your weapon. With a roar that shook the stars, Hulk grabbed the alien implants embedded in his chest and ripped them out. Cosmic energy exploded outward, tearing through the alien fleet like a nova. The command ship disintegrated in a flash of light, the invaders screaming as their control collapsed. Redemption, or ruin. But the release of that energy was too much. The planet itself began to collapse, its core destabilized. Hulk fell to his knees, body flickering between human and cosmic forms. The radiation was killing him. Clark, Hulk rasped, his voice broken. I can't stop it. Superman knelt beside him, gripping his friend's massive hand. You don't have to. You've already saved everyone. The ground split, fire consuming the horizon. Superman's only choice was clay. He lifted Hulk into his arms, straining against the storm, and flew upward with all his might. Faster than light, faster than thought, he carried Hulk through the collapsing wormhole back toward Earth. Behind them, the alien planet imploded in a cataclysm of light. The final choice. They emerged in Earth's atmosphere, battered and scarred. Hulk lay unconscious, his body flickering weakly, his strength drained but his humanity intact. Superman hovered, looking down at the world they had both sworn to protect. He knew Hulk would carry scars from this forever. He knew there was always a chance the aliens' corruption could return. But he also knew one thing with certainty. Bruce Banner had chosen redemption. Epilogue. Days later, Earth celebrated. The alien invasion was over. Their strongest weapon turned against them. Hulk remained in recovery, guarded and watched, but alive. Superman visited him often, sometimes speaking, sometimes just sitting in silence. The bond of friendship between them was stronger than alien science, stronger than fear, stronger than ruin. And as Superman stood at Hulk's bedside, he whispered, "We'll face whatever comes next, together." The war was over, but their story was far from finished.